moments we're gonna take a couple of cleansing breaths in and out. So we inhale through the nose and we exhale through the mouth. And as you exhale, try to exhale all the air out of your lungs. So really expel all the air on your exhale. You can also visualize that you're exhaling something that your body can get rid of, maybe tiredness, irritation, maybe some stale emotions. And then we settle for a few first couple of rounds, just breathing through the nose, allowing your breath to be as natural as possible, so no changing in the breath, no manipulation, no control. And in this few regular rounds of breath, try to relax your jaw and your facial muscles. So allow your cheeks to be soft and slide down. Allow your eyes to relax in the eye sockets. So allow everything in your face, in your head to relax, without losing this uplifting movement in your spine. So the relaxation does not mean that you need to slam forward or round your back. The energy moves up towards the crown of your head, and at the same time you allow all the muscles to relax. So all the muscles that do not keep your spine straight. And now we're going to move to our first observation. So today we're going to work a little bit more with the energies or energy channels. And you might recall that in the yoga tradition there are many energy channels or pathways. They're called nadis. So there are thousands and thousands of them running throughout the body. But there are three main nadis, main channels, energy channels, and they're called Ida, Pingala and Sushumna. So today we're gonna practice balancing Ida and Pingala. So Ida represents a kind of moon energy, yin energy of inertia, relaxation. And Pingala symbolizes the sun energy, so the state of being energized, powerful, strong, energetic. And both energies, when they're in balance, they lead to the state of equilibrium in the body and the mind and the emotional state. And then in yoga tradition it's believed that the energy moves through the central channel, which is called Sushumna. And in normal people like us, it's very often said that Sushumna is closed because the Ida and Pingala nadis are not in balance. So today we're gonna just bring this balance a bit closer to the optimal by practicing nadi cleansing exercise or nadi shodhana, alternating nostril breathing. And to start with, please bring your attention to the nostrils and just feel if you can detect which nostril is open more. So don't do anything, just notice how the air passes through the nostrils, and if you can tell from that observation which nostril is open more. Is it your left nostril? This is where either nadi terminates or runs through rather, or it's your right nostril. That's through which the Pingala nadi, the sun energy nadi, runs. So observe it, and if you cannot tell, then you can use your hands closing one nostril and just taking a few breaths through one nostril only, and then change sides and see if you can now see and feel which nostril is open more. So for me, it's right nostril, so the sun, Surya nostril, Surya nadi is open more. And in a normal state, when we are healthy, this the breath naturally shifts from right to left side, so it happens every 90 minutes. But we can also kind of manipulate it when we need, for example, induce a state of relaxation, or when we need to be more energetic. But for now, we're going to just focus on balancing of the flow of energy. So we're gonna keep our eyes closed, but of course you can open it just to see what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna use the right hand, and the last two fingers are not participating in the exercise, so I have 3 fingers. And I will place these fingers on the top of my nose, and then we're gonna close with the thumb, the right nostril, and then we're gonna inhale through the left. Then we close the left, open right, and exhale right. Then we inhale through the right, closing the right nostril, open left, and exhale. And we continue like this, and you can stick to your favorite number for equal breathing pranayama. So it can be 4 inhales, 4 counts for inhale and exhale. So we inhale through the left, closing, exhale right, inhale right, closing right, open left, exhale left, inhale left, closing, opening right, exhale right, inhale right, closing, exhale left, inhale left, closing, exhale right, inhale right, closing, exhale left, inhale left, closing, exhale right, inhale right, closing, exhale left, and then release the right hand and breathe through both nostrils for a few couple of rounds. And we're gonna finish our pranayama exercise with a mental alternating nostril breathing. So we were using the fingers of the right hand to regulate the flow of air through one nostril and the other. And we're gonna practice the same breath, but just alternating the nostrils mentally. So we're gonna imagine that we inhale through the left nostril, and then we exhale through the right nostril only. Then we inhale through the right nostril and exhale through the left. So we don't manipulate, we don't close the nostrils, it's just a mental exercise. So try for 3 rounds. Full round means breathing in and out from both nostrils. So just try to mentally feel if you can direct the breath to a nostril. So inhaling left, exhaling right, inhaling right nostril, and exhaling left nostril. This is a full round. And the second, inhaling left, exhaling right, inhaling right, and exhaling left. 2 rounds. And the last round, inhaling left, exhaling right, inhaling right, and exhaling left. And then release all the effort and take a couple of normal natural breaths through both nostrils, and use this moment to set your intention for the session, for your yoga time, something that you want to manifest more in your life, something that you really need that serves you the most in this life generally or at this moment. Repeat it 3 times silently to yourself. And then we allow our eyes to open and we release our legs, and we're gonna shake our legs and we move immediately on all 4s. So we continue today with activating our shoulders and mobilizing the shoulder joints. So first we start with the cat and cow, so exhaling, dropping, inhaling, dropping the spine, looking up, and exhaling, rounding the back. Follow your breath, inhaling, looking up, exhaling, rounding the back. And a few rounds going with your breath. And then exhaling, coming back to neutral. So spreading your fingers wide, your hands are under the shoulders, knees, hip width apart. We're gonna move our weight towards the right side and then over the wrists. And then to the left side, and we push our hips back to the heels. So we make circles counterclockwise, going over the wrists as we go in front as much as it's comfortable for your wrists. So don't force anything, feel that you can make each and every following circle a bit wider, and try to keep your arms straight so you can really access the shoulder joint in this movement. And one last round, and last time our hips are towards the back, we press our hips towards the right side, so over the right heel, we bring the right hand on top of the left hand, and then first we extend forward, so lengthening the spine, and then we're gonna relax the head into the upper arms or to the floor, bringing heaviness towards your hips, so your hips really gravitate towards your heels. So if everything goes according to the plan, you should feel something, the side, right side of your rib cage stretch. If you don't feel it, you can move your hands a bit more towards the left side, so there is a bit of curve on the right side of the rib cage. So relax your head, relax your face. Keep on breathing deeply. Last breath, and then we inhale, we lift our hips up, and we are back on all 4s, and we do the circles in the opposite direction. So we move our weight towards the left side, then directly over the wrists towards the right side, and hips back. So once again, keep your arms straight and go over the wrists as much as comfortable for you at the moment. So I'm trying to make each circle a bit wider, so there is a bit more stretch in the wrists and more mobility created in the shoulder joint. So one more round, one more circle, and next time our hips are towards the heels, we move our hips even more towards the left heel, and then crossing over the left hand and place the left hand on top of the right hand. We extend our spine and lower ourselves down. So relaxing your head, feeling the stretch on the left side of the rib cage. One more breath. And on the big inhale, we're gonna bring ourselves back on all 4s. So we're gonna switch the position of the hands. So we place our hands, fingers facing backwards, so the inner arms face forward. And you can do one hand at a time, one arm at a time if it feels too intense. or both hands together. The position of the hips do not change, so we keep ourselves in a tabletop. And we do the same type of circles, but then with the fingers facing backwards. So probably the sensation is much more intense, and we cannot really back off our hips too much. So go as far as your body allows you to go. So smaller circles, just feeling the stretch in our inner arms. And after last circle counterclockwise, we stop and we change the direction. So we move the hips clockwise. So very careful, not overstretching anything. And if you are doing one arm at a time, just change the position of the fingers. And then we stop and we sit on the heels and we shake our wrists. And we will finish with the last exercise for our wrists. So we do chicken wings. So we open the arms wide and then we bring the fingers down. And then we try to stick our fingers in our armpits. And then we close the elbows closer to the body. So you can place even the whole palm inside, so the fist under the armpits, and just do a little bit of flapping the wings around. Again, sensation is in your wrists. And then we shake our wrists, so shake them, move them around, and we move again on all fours. So we're gonna place our fingers again under the shoulders, and we're gonna tuck our toes under. So we lift our knees just few centimeters from the ground, and we look just in between our hands, and then we lift the left toes and then the right toes. And then we change side and we lift left hand and right hand. So really very small distance from the ground. So try to see that you can really feel that when you lift your hand or a foot, you remain in balance. And then we do the opposite side. So keeping the knees really close to the ground but not touching. We're gonna lift left toes and right hand, and then left, right hand, left fingers. So opposite diagonal pairs, hands in. It's a great exercise for activating the muscles in between the shoulder blades, developing the sense of balance and control. And if it doesn't work, just laugh at it. And you need to use your abdominal muscles as well, so that your body is not wobbly. And then we open our knees wide, connect the big toes together, and we go into child pose. So extending the arms forward. You're gonna walk on the fingertips a little bit more forward, at the same time pressing the hips towards the heels. You're gonna inhale and exhaling, lowering the forehead on the ground. Taking a deep, full breath in and out. So remember about the breathing. Continue breathing in a natural way, so don't hold your breath, don't pause your breath, keep on breathing fully. And it's always beneficial if you detect the area in your body that feels uncomfortable in the pose. Send your extra deep breath into this area to help to relax and create space in that area. Last breath here. And then we're gonna keep the hips as they are, and we're gonna lift our head. And then we place our hands, our elbows in front of us, and we place our hands in Namaste. So keeping the hips really low. We're gonna start working on our elbows towards the left side. So until our right elbow is outside of the left knee, and then we press the hands together, lift the left elbow, and we start pressing on the hands at the same time, rotating the torso and looking towards the ceiling. So if possible, your thumbs should touch the middle of your chest, the sternum. So if this is not the case, just pressing the hands, keeping the hips low, and working on the twist. And in twist, remember, you inhale, you create space, and you exhale, you go a little bit maybe deeper. One more breath. And then we lower the left elbow on the ground and we move all the way to the other side. So moving on the elbows, one by one. And left elbow outside of the right knee. And we press the hands together, trying to bring the thumbs next to our sternum and looking towards the ceiling. Last breath. And then we're gonna lower the right elbow down and we're gonna move back towards the center, and this time we're gonna go into child pose with the arms backwards. So resting the arms alongside the legs, resting your forehead on the ground and relaxing everything. So relax your shoulders, relax your back, relax your tummy. Deep regular breath in and out through the nose. And last breath. And first we're gonna place the hands next to the head and we're gonna press ourselves to sitting. So we're gonna move on our backs and we're gonna finish with banana asana on both sides. So extend your legs and extend your full body, whole body in one line. So I'm usually using the side of the mat as an indicator of being straight. So placing yourself in one straight line, legs together, we're gonna bring the hands over the head, grabbing the elbows, and then we move the right leg towards the right corner of the mat. And then we move the left leg to join the right leg. So the legs should be together and the hips are still on the ground. And then we move the right shoulder towards the right side of the mat and the left side curves. So it can be quite intense, don't overdo it. You are in a banana shape. And ideally, both of your buttocks and both of your shoulders should be on the ground. If it feels good to extend the arms, you can modify. You can also cross your ankles, either right ankle over the left or other way around. It will create a different sensation though, so watch out what gives you the sensation that you get a deeper stretch on the left side. And then we relax this position, stretching the whole left side of the body from the arms towards the rib cage, the left side of the wrist, the waist, left leg. If you feel nothing, it's probably not too deep for you, so feel free to move your right leg and the left leg more towards the right, and the right shoulder towards the right corner of the mat. adjusting until the moment we feel something is happening on the left side of the body. Last breath. And then we release the pose and move everything back into one straight line. And we prepare for the other side. So first, placing your body in one straight line, arms over the head, grabbing the elbows, left leg moves towards the left corner of the mat, right legs joins, so it's both legs should be together. So if your right leg cannot reach the left leg, then shorten the distance, maybe you were too ambitious. Then left shoulder moves towards the left corner, and we create this deep stretch on the right side. We keep both of our buttocks on the ground, both of our shoulder blades and shoulders on the ground. And for any modification, stretching the arms and maybe holding with one hand the wrist of the other arm, and crossing the ankles. If you want to experiment with discovering different sensations that you can bring in the pose. But at a certain moment, just settle in the variation you choose for yourself and soak for a few breaths, allowing your body to adjust without moving anything, without changing anything, even if it's discomfortable. Last few breaths. And then we exhale and move everything back to the neutral position. We are ready to move to Shavasana, so we finish up with massaging our spine just for fun. So rabbit the knees towards the chest, and we're gonna move side to side, maybe making little circles. And if you are making circles, make circles in both directions, clockwise and counter-clockwise. And then we're gonna move into Shavasana from the position of maximum tension. So we're gonna extend our legs, and then we're gonna flex our toes. So the toes are flexed towards the face. We lift our shoulders off the ground. We lift our arms just a few inches off the ground, and we make big fists. And on a big inhale, we're gonna lift the legs and tense all the muscles in the body, the quadriceps, legs, abdominal muscles, everything. And then we hold for a few breaths without breathing, for a few counts without breathing, and then we drop on the exhale. Ready? Okay. We inhale and lift everything. Hold it, squeeze everything, also your face. More, a bit more, and drop it. And now you can let go, using the breath to inhale and exhale through the mouth, shedding all the weight of the body towards the ground, leaving the worries, the tiredness, the tension, and releasing everything. And then keep on breathing through the nose only. You're going to be silent for a few rounds of breath. And with each exhale, allow your body to become heavier and heavier, more relaxed, releasing all the tension, all the effort in your face, in your shoulders and arms, in your belly and your legs. Letting go completely. it's time to return our attention to our breathing. We will feel our body again, and we will start gently awakening it by moving our fingers and toes, legs together, stretching ourselves out, arms over the head, flexing and pointing the toes, and with the right moment, bending the knees and rolling to lie down on the right side, maybe cushioning your head with the right elbow. And then using the left hand to press yourself back to sitting position. So if you open your eyes, close your eyes again, sitting cross-legged, tall spine, and allow your breath to settle again. Maybe mentally taking a note if you can feel and sense which nostril is open more, and you can check after the session which one is open more indeed, if you guessed right. But just take a mental note how you feel. And recalling your intention, bringing the hands in front of the chest in Namaste.